universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. I know all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. Peace and power. I know that something has to be something has to be disturbing my energy for me to be going live in the street. Y'all know that. You know, I'm going live in the street. I'm usually addressing something in the community, uh, putting people on notice about hazard, about extracurricular activities. Something is in the mix. Something had to, disturb the balance of my energy in order for me to be going live in the street this early in the day, especially on YouTube. Let me say this, man. Ever since we had interactions with the divine evils, right? And I'm saying that specifically with the divine evils, there has been nothing but death, chaos, misdirection, struggle, and strife. There's been no good since we have been aware of their presence. Now, whatever your belief is, whether you believe in the theories of evolution, whether you believe in the Big Bang, or whether you believe, as most do who have knowledge of self, that Yakub grafted the divine evils. And if you are not aware of that terminology, then I implore you to go and do your research on the 5% lessons, right? All of the lessons, from the supreme alphabet to the 1 to 40, right? So you could become acquainted with some very, very, very serious charge about these divine evils. Peace, 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 right? So now, I was alerted this morning to a divine evil who made some allegations or decided to purposely misinform people. Purposefully. Now, we've been going through this kind of weird space in hip-hop where divine evils have inserted themselves in our space and have the wildest notion that they can tell us about ourselves better than we can. This dates back all the way to Source Magazine, right? Source Magazine blew up, got legs, and became, at that time, the premier information resource on hip-hop prior to anybody ever knowing that a divine evil was behind the pen. And by the time that it had already exploded and became what it became, right? Before it became what it became, and people actually knew and not only believed, but had insight on who the divine evil was behind it, they had to let it be known that Benzino was also part of it. Or it would have been done. Dead from the rip. Again, the passive-aggressive nature of the divine evil, of the wicked individuals, is to parlay into what we know as woke people as cultural invasion. And if you don't know the terminology of cultural invasion, look up Paulo Freire, right? And you will get it. You will understand exactly what cultural invasion is. And this cat, whoever he is, seems to be the perfect individual. Now, I don't know who sent him. Could be some of the individuals that he mentioned in the video. Because, you know, again, it's a lot of funny style shit that go on here where people do things for clout and for attention and to be, excuse me, inserted into specific conversations. You understand? So it could have been one of the individuals he tagged. And he attached the links to them. They could have sent him. Because it's funny how he made very, very clear that he was talking about the comrade, that he kept mentioning Doggy Diamonds. And what Doggy Diamonds said. In that, continuously saying the comrade's name and cutting off his comments, mind you. And I'll get back to that later. Cut off his comments, but in that, never hashtag Doggy Diamonds. Never put Doggy Diamonds link in there. But use the comrade's name several times, of course, to act like he has some type of scholarship into how we move and how we speak on a grassroots, independent level, to try to get some credibility behind this little bullshit that he put out. How he wants to attack Jay and all them is fine. Do your thing. But don't, and homie, don't utilize Doggy Diamond's name. Don't do it, especially when you're creating a false narrative based on whatever type of research that you did. Because you claim to be someone who was taught by black educators, right, in an urban public school, and you didn't even do your research. Because if you did do your research, dummy, you would know that Doggy Diamonds is not from Harlem. That's easy. If you put Doggy Diamond's name in any search engine, Brooklyn is going to come up. But you see how divine evil works. This is what they do. So, you know, again, you know. You know what it is. B, if you're going to do that. I gotta say something. I gotta say something because, again, this is someone who, when I look, got a 500 million subscribers. 500 million. Right? 400 what? Oh, look, almost 500,000 subscribers. 500,000 subscribers, but you have to use Doggy Diamond's name to draw attention to this bullshit diatribe that you got with them. Listen, damn, you getting the strike. You on social media whining about a strike? you in your subscription, if it's organic and you didn't pay for 500,000 subscribers, right? You can actually come on your YouTube space. You can scratch your raggedy ass and you keep scratching, so you must have a habit, right? Those are symptoms of a custy. So you must be a custy because you can't stop scratching, right? You can actually come on your YouTube space, scratch for 5 minutes, and get paid for that. Whereas us, who organically work tirelessly to do this, to create true content, we struggling in this. For real. Because people like you draw attention and numbers away from actual work. People who actually know the culture. Actually know the culture. So your strike probably didn't come from the copyright. Your strike probably came because you asked for it. And what people get tired of is people like you who don't know the culture. Come on, so now in and out. Now I'm going in and out. Where my people at? My moderators. Give me a thumbs up. Give me my purple hearts. Yeah, they messing with it. Yeah, no doubt, Julia. But let me know if I'm still here. Where my purple hearts, brown girl? I'm here? No doubt. So listen, because the dummy is misinformed. Straight up. But that's just how they do. See, divine evils love to speak as if they're speaking truthful and matter of fact, because their people don't know any better. So their people are going to believe them because they think that since he has a certain tone, a certain accent, and certain posturing, that he could come and speak the Negro story. And he gets wealthy off that. So he's mad, let me get this right, because he said it. He's mad at Jay-Z for becoming wealthy, telling his life story. But he's not mad at himself for getting wealthy or for telling our story. Be mad at yourself. You don't even have nothing to do with this. You don't have nothing to do with Jay. You don't have nothing to do with Doggy Diamonds. You don't have anything to do with hip hop, with our people. But you mad. And you getting money from it. You getting money from it. And you mad? I don't even understand. I don't know why it's his concern. I'm asking y'all, what is his concern? So you are able to come into a space where you can speak about all type of dysfunction that our people suffer through, get paid, go wherever the hell you going to see whoever your plug is to feed your fix and your habit, live wealthy, and get mad when someone or anything strikes you once. Like you said, you only got one strike since you've been on YouTube. So you accumulated a whole lifestyle over our pain and struggle, and you get tight for this one time. Make that make sense. But it doesn't. Because when you're divine evil and you deal in technology, and when you get caught up in it, of course you're going to do what divine evils do. Cry and play the victim. So now, my question is to y'all, how do we continue to allow this stuff to take place? Because it ain't on him. He's only doing what he's allowed to do. So when he says things like his pops has a resemblance to Master Farad Muhammad, and he's using word semantics and calling himself Al Prophet, putting Master. Do you see what he's doing? Do you see the images that's being created through his language and his wording? I never knew no divine evil to be no prophet. Divine evils can't be prophets. They can't be prophets. They could be kings, they could be mercenaries, they can be agents of chaos. But divine evils are divine evils. There's nothing empowering about them. There's nothing enlightening about them. There's nothing loving about them. So you're not a prophet. But you see what he did? The prophet, the earnings, because you can only get profit when you're not putting into something as much as you're getting back. When you are making minimal investment and getting maximum returns. So he can never put a large amount of investment into us or our people's stories because he doesn't understand it. So he's ear hustling, but yet getting a profit from it. So again, as an agent of chaos, I don't know who sent him. Again, it could be the people he tagged and shared their links. But cutting off the comments because, again, you're fearful of standing tall on the content that you put out. That's the cutting off the comments, because we don't do that shit. We stand tall on anything that we put out. And are welcome to sit on anybody's platform and stand firm on our truth. So when you doing sus shit to me, because again, very, very suspect how you continuously called out Doggy Diamond's name, but again, wanted to make sure he didn't profit from your content, even if it was the curiosity from a fraction of your subscribers to see, well, who is Doggy Diamonds? You didn't want him to profit from that. So you didn't hashtag him, you didn't put his link in, but you did to the others. You understand? What are you talking about? Harlem. That man is a Brooklyn man, born and raised. This is what I'm talking about. And this is what he's talking about when we tell y'all, as viewers, we don't get that support. Because if you deal with us, if you rock with us, this shit should have been all over social media. Calling this man a liar. Calling for him to make an apology. You know what kind of thing that is? To associate Doggy Diamonds with Harlem? And then in the same context, you putting these stories together that Doggy seen Jay with that dude? You know what kind of thing that is? We don't do that. What are you doing? But you crying. Come on, man. That's what we talking about. Where are the videos? Where are the TikToks that say our prophet lied? He bumped his head. Don't know what he talking about. From the rip. From the rip. Where's that support? Because it's continuous. Y'all let the other Euro do it. Y'all let Adam do it. Like the Sorensen do. Y'all let all these individuals come in and create these narratives as if they so scholarly about who we are. That's crazy. None of them should be granted any type of in. But again, this is how it works. This is how it works. Because they sit with the small hats. You're, again, dusty pioneers and those who still in the mix getting money from the machine allows this shit to take place. And when we say power in numbers can force the truth and transparency to come out. Yo, y'all hating. Yo, just do y'all thing. But we gotta address this fake shit. We have to. We got to. Because if you don't, it get legs and it becomes truth. So then you'll have some kid in the Midwest somewhere talking about Doggy Diamonds is from Harlem. Doggy Diamonds said that. And since he's such an expert content creator and researcher, why didn't he take a clip, a soundbite of the comrade saying that he's from Harlem, saying that he's seen Jay with that individual, since he's so researched? Come on, man. This is the type of shit we go through every day, dealing with dummies. Dealing with dummies. You dig? Exactly, Angela. People send it to us. So it's like, how do y'all even know about? I never even heard of this dude. So how can you watch me, them, and us, and y'all give 1,000% truth to what the comrade is saying about lack of support, about people not caring about the truth, about solutions, about healing? Because there's no way that you can sit there and listen to the lies and the fabrications and all the funny style bullshit people are doing to get attention and listen to us. Come on. It don't mix. Like you always say, you can't say you hate what the industry is doing, but you listen and love it and move to it. Because you directly and indirectly giving more to that than what you claim you love. It's impossible. It's impossible. But again, I'm in a different cloth with it. Strictly different, because I know for absolute fact that those who need it the most will resent you full blast for helping them. I know the trauma from the people. I know the financial strain on the people. But when you continue to give to your vices, when you continue to give to that bullshit, when you continue to allow others to tell you about us, yo, it is draining to those who are really committed. It is draining. It takes a toll. And people who know better, who want to do better, who've been committed to do better, be ready to leave it alone and walk from it. Because there's no way, regardless if he turned his comments off or not, that there shouldn't have been people checking him. Like, what? Because that's the play. So now the people that he tagged, that he dropped their links, now they get notoriety. Now they get to make videos to go back at him. And that's the play. They have their back and forth discourse, right? They have their back and forth. But the one he mentioned the most, the individual who, because of Doggy Diamonds, right, you're even able to do the shit that you're doing, you don't mention in a link. You don't hashtag them. Because you want to use his life to get rich off. This is how divine evil works. And nobody in that whole state of Michigan, nobody from the nation, nobody from the nation of gods and earths, from the 5%ers, put blood in that man's mouth for making an attempt to stand in the light of Master Farad Muhammad. But y'all ready to run down on everything else. Y'all ran down on T Grizzly and bodied his people. Y'all pound out all type of other black MCs and people coming through. Y'all kill each other up. But a divine evil can make that claim? Have almost 500,000 subscribers? Talking about our pain? Fuck out of here. Y'all crazy. This is the madness. That's why people want to leave it alone. That's why, right there. Because no matter how hard you go for the people, no matter how much truth you give them, no matter how much education and commitment and standing tall with them, for them, they have a love and desire and are beholden to these divine evils. Their institutions and their rhetorical bullshit. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm on IG. I ain't even get lunch money. Simple lunch money. And y'all expect the comrade to continue in that same space where he makes his livelihood from this. His livelihood. Investing in it to make it better. To present it better. Could have been went the spooky route. Crazy? He could have manipulated that whole situation off of Drink Champs into a position for himself. And y'all continually letting all type of derelicts, eggplant in the cheeks dudes, and straight up divine evils, hoogies, to disgrace and dishonor his name and say nothing? And say nothing. Out of here. Listen. Prophet, sir. Get your facts straight. Stop clipping shit out of newspapers. Get in the mix. Go to the hood. Actual facts before you present false narratives to get wealthy. Get up off the Dave Mays shit. Stop following old Vladdy and all them dudes that y'all following, yo. It ain't sweet. It ain't sweet. So cut your bullshit out. Straight like that. But this is the shit I be telling y'all about. How you got people who you don't even know. You don't even know. I don't know him, but he profiting off of something that I built. Who I am. Melanated hip hop to the spirit. That's what I'll be talking about when I say that. You only own this shit when it's in its purest form. When you go up into the institutions of your enemy, you lose all ownership and power from it. And their kids and their heirs are able to do it. They able to do it. They able to live off of what we did. Straight like that. Straight like that. So homeboy, go find your own people. See, they can't. They don't have those stories to speak on. They don't. Why don't you go do a documentary on Martha Stewart or somebody? Right? She's a felon. Go do her story. Stay out of hip hop. Right? Go do a story on Joan Collins or somebody. Y'all got plenty of people that you could use your expert research to create content off of. Go over there with it. Stop allowing these stories of these black men and women to live in your head rent-free. Right? You got it's a plethora of y'all. Bunch. Millions of divine evils with heinous stories. All type of wild crimes. All type of, excuse me, pedophilia that y'all can speak on. Bestiality that you can speak on. All type of stuff. all type of stuff. You don't have to come to hip-hop. You don't have to come to the felons that y'all helped create through your institutions of capitalism and poverty and miseducation. You don't have to come over here to earn a living. Right? Go talk about Ron Jeremy. Go do, it's a bunch of stories you could do. You want truth and transparency where you don't even have to do much of your research. You can ask your granddad about how foul Hoover is, how foul McCarthy is, how foul all your presidents were. You don't have to come over here, and then you won't have to worry about getting a strike. You won't have to worry about that at all, because you will deal with actual facts that you know about. You dig? You won't have to worry about being wrong. You won't have to worry about that. Go over there. But you know what? Y'all know enough about yourselves, about the devilishment, about the lynching, about the rapes. Y'all know enough about yourselves that y'all don't care to hear about it. So you want to come and see what the niggers is doing. You want to earn a living off of that. Because you don't want to go through Grippergate in Hollywood. Put your documentaries up. You don't want to have to go through that. Right? The incest. And all that shit that you may have to go through. So you want to come over here. Come on, man. Miss me with that dumb shit. You're a dummy. And you owe the comrade an apology. Because you tarnished his reputation and making an attempt to tarnish his legacy. That's what you're doing. So you need to bow down and pay homage to Doggy Diamonds. Because you wouldn't even be in this space without him. You need to hashtag him every video you do. Every time you put a piece of content out. That's what you need to do. That's what you need. You need to put his avatar on your chest. Sucker. I'm out, man.